I mean, this feels pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Hello, guys. So I've just tried out new update 1.2 for Battlefield 2042. And just to get you up to speed, the biggest change in this patch is a complete overhaul to the map Kaleidoscope. And this is the first major map update. They've also supposedly nerfed the BSV, the K30 and the Stealth choppers. And they've also changed the look of some of the specialists so they look more gritty and fit the narrative more of the world. Finally, they have added a profile page where you can actually see a page with all of your personal stats, something we've been asking for a long time. There's a load of smaller changes as well, but basically in this video I'm going to go around the new Kaleidoscope map and give you a live overview of all the changes and what I think of the balance changes so far. Let me know what you think of this update in the comments and give it a like if this video helps you. Cheers. I mean, this looks exactly the frickin' same. The bridges are still there. We're still getting absolutely rinsed by vehicles. They didn't kill them. Wow, they survived. They survived that from the nerfed heli? Maybe they did nerf the heli. There. Oh, BSV's still kind of good. Just shot that guy and he died instantly. Oh. BSV still seems pretty... no, guys. Seems really good to me. Seems pretty good to me. I don't know, man. Okay. This isn't a hardcore server, right? I mean, maybe the changes have just been made for breakthrough, because I swear half of the map, like the area over there is exactly the same, or like only slightly changed. This area has way more cover, but this is more of the breakthrough part of the map, like the Russian breakthrough area. Not really the like the conquest parts seem pretty similar. A little bit more cover down here as well, but again, I think these mainly just cover the breakthrough and rush areas. I don't know if it's completely... What? Did I not just shoot that guy in the face? There you go. Yeah, so this used to be completely flat, and now it's like raised up. Again, I didn't play much of the Conquest, but I remember this being completely flat with barely any cover. It was basically just a way to get between points. This room has a little... Well, it's... I swear they added this stuff. Just a little bit of cover, really. Have they added any cover in this area? Shit. Have they added any cover here? They've added a couple of things. Like, look, they've added a few things around here. On A1, just like a... Obviously, Breakthrough 128 doesn't exist anymore, so... Would this be... Because I think... What's the point in having this here just for Conquest? I feel like this would just be Breakthrough 128, which now no longer exists, unless you're in Portal. Yeah. This insane update just made Battlefield 2042 insane. This game is a game of... Insane this. Okay, so it's slightly slower rate of fire. Only slightly though. I mean, it's still pretty nuts, dude. Oh, they're gonna push me in a second. Any second now. I mean, dude, it's nuts. It's still crazy. Yeah, C1, E1, and E2, pretty similar. Like, they've added a little bit of cover. They made Grandma not a Grandma anymore. Well, I mean, the original art for Falk was completely different. Wasn't Grandma at all? I'm about to... Oh my god, it's absolutely insane, isn't it? Well, guys, I don't know about enough. So what about this area? This area, they got a couple of sandbags. Okay, this area, especially in Rush and Breakthrough, will play a lot nicer. Yeah, this will be a lot nicer. The #1 farming area is this area right here, and they've covered that up. They've added a few things inside as well, like little places to just have engagements as opposed to just being a big empty hallway, and a bit of rubbish as well. Look at that. Look at the dressing. They've dressed it a little bit. Right, they've added tomographic. There you go. Tomo got his cameo in 2042. It's lovely. I thought they were going to cut this map down to size a little bit. No? I thought, why is it still massive? It's still huge. Enemy neutralized. Ow. If you told me that this was the same map in this area, I might not have noticed. You know? Like, if I came to this area and you said, oh, by the way, this map has been changed heavily, I'd be like, oh, really? Like, they could have just cut the map in half and just had that. Like, C1 feels exactly the same. A1 has a bit of cover at the back there, but most of the rest of their area is pretty similar. And yeah, and also E2 and F2, or E2 and E1 just seem to be almost exactly the same, especially since I played it in Breakthrough. It seems that this half of the map is where they've put all their attention. Oh, Pake. So the Pake doesn't appear now. It was still worth it. Yeah, so look, they've this is new. Look, they've added the fighting on the edge of the map, which they didn't have before. You know, the whole feeling of like a battle raging around you. I'm gonna get shot from the right as well in a second. Damn. VSV still slapping though, isn't it? They've got all the anti-air, which is what they had in fact, this might be the animation from BF1, I don't know. That's what it looks like. This looks like the flat cannons from BF1. On the edge of the map. The thing is though, is again, we don't have Breakthrough 128. Rush doesn't really, what's the words? I feel like this only really benefits Rush and Breakthrough, and they're the two modes that you actually don't play on All Out Warfare anymore. Like, they've added so much detail to this part of the map, where no one really plays. Like, this is one of now, I would argue, probably the least popular area of the map, and this has the most work done on it. And it would make sense if Breakthrough 128 and, it would make sense if Breakthrough 128 and Rush were actually in these areas, because these would be really cool. But since they're not, all of this kind of like extra work is never really going to be appreciated as much. Does 64 use it? I don't think it does, no. I think 64 is over there. But this has clearly had the most work put into it, this area.
Time to reload.
I don't know when to pull my shoot.
Took one out.
PSV seems pretty good. I had a footstep. 7 people on this point somewhere.
Ha! Got one.
Come on. Surely that side, no? Nice.
Incoming frag!
Ow. Four bullets. Dead to a vehicle. Is the BSP still overpowered? It's still very, very, very good. I'd say that they've kind of not nerfed it enough for what it's really good at, which is long range. I mean, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, right? I think maybe they should have nerfed it a little bit more for close to mid-range. Even though it's still nerfed a little bit, it's kind of fucking good, you know what I mean? I am in trouble. I mean, you know what I mean? Accidentally... That shouldn't really happen. You kind of just shoot in a direction at long range, just accidentally kill 2 people. Oh, there's a vehicle behind us. This is going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes. We're behind a lot of people here. Still kind of good. And we won. There is a lot of cover, at least. There is a lot of cover.